I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together like we fly. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love. From your love.
Hey guys, it's briczennie here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do K-pop commentary, and in this video, I'll talk about mnet's newest survival show, Boys Planet. In my last video, I discussed the rumored stages that all of the trainees and idols will perform on the first episode, which airs on February 2nd. So far we've gotten the Boys Planet theme and performance video for Here I Am, some individual fan cams, and the 1-minute attack or audition videos, which showcase the boys' talents and personalities. So I've had some time to check out all of the content, and in this video, I'll talk about my top picks for Boys Planet so far. I've managed to narrow it down to 10 trainees, which was extremely hard. I don't know about you, but watching some of this content and looking into the contestants really amazed me. So many of them are so talented and have such promising futures. So narrowing it down to a top 10 was not an easy task. But anyway, let's get straight into my Boys Planet top 10 picks. I'll be listing my top 10 in no specific order because I honestly can't decide on a ranking right now. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this video and make sure to leave your top 10 in the comments section. But first, I want to take the time to thank my lovely channel members, so thank you so much to Night Skinny Honjin, Kia Totsky, Alice Loves Cherry, Vermilion, Kaylin Castor, and Misa. Guys, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Most of you have been supporting me for a few months now, and I cannot thank you enough, and I hope you enjoy this video. So now, without further ado, let's get right into it. One of my server members kept talking about this trainee, but once I saw his 1-minute audition, I was like, okay, I get the hype. Wook is what I would consider an all-rounder. In his audition, he wore a traditional outfit and held a fan, which was obviously inspired by VIX. Since he's also a Jellyfish Entertainment trainee, he sang some of Chained Up, and he sang and danced to Shangri-La by VIX as well. He even rapped towards the end. This was a no-brainer for me because I'm a huge fan of VIX, and seeing him flawlessly execute the choreo as well as singing and rapping well had me like, yeah, this kid has to debut. His charisma and sense of humor also came through a lot in his audition, and if you check out his Here I Am fan cam, he's an amazing dancer and has great stage presence. So like I said, Wook is an all-rounder and he needs to debut. So if you're rooting for him, let me know in the comments as well. Today's video is brought to you by Dossier. If you've seen my previous videos, you know Dossier is a brand I love and have been using for a few months now. For me, putting on a fragrance is like the finishing touch of getting ready for the day, and it can also give me that extra boost of confidence. Dossier allows me to smell luxurious without breaking the bank. I love rotating my fragrances out to switch things up, whether it's due to the change of seasons or just wanting to swap out my fragrance for the fun of it. Dossier allows me to do that without breaking the bank because you guys probably know fragrances can be a bit pricey. The great thing about Dossier is they offer high-end luxury perfumes that rival high-end brands, so you can smell bougie on a budget. Fragrances from Dossier will only cost you between $29 and $59, which is really affordable. Dossier also offers free returns, so no worries if you don't love a fragrance that you order, you can just send it back with a free shipping label offered to you by Dossier. Plus, Dossier has also launched in over 1,400 Walmart stores, so they're even more accessible for you to try out. You can find the closest Walmart that sells Dossier's products by using the store locator on their website, and I'll include the link for that store locator in the description box of this video. At the moment, you can only find these 5 fragrances listed here at Walmart, so if you want to select a fragrance from Dossier's entire catalog, you will need to head over to dossier.co. So if you want to smell dangerous or like a bad bee, as former Wonder Girls member Yubin says in her Femme Fatale anthem perfume, and feel expensive for the fraction of the price, you can find your signature scent at dossier.co and use my discount code briczennie5 for 5% off. Or you can check out the closest Walmart to you and buy in store. Dossier also has a new payment method that lets you earn store credits. So if you select Catch at the last step of checkout, you will earn a $10 sign-on bonus credit. Thanks Dossier, and now let's get back to the video. so I don't have much to say except this guy is a little unhinged and I liked it. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen Sungwan's iconic 1-minute audition video where he cosplays as a minion and starts singing that banana song only to surprise us halfway through with his vocals. But besides the fact that Sungwan is a little unhinged, he has a great voice and nailed the Here I Am choreo as well. He just made it look easy and really looked like he was having the time of his life on stage, which I love to see. Apparently Sungwan participated on their survival show Loud, but was eliminated during the first round, so I would love to see him get a second chance and succeed on Boys Planet.
Out of control, yeah.
So to me, this one was a given. I mean, in a way, it's almost unfair that Hui is participating against rookies and trainees since he has so much experience, kind of like the situation with Yujin from CLC competing in Girls Planet 999. I mean, not only is Hui a seasoned idol and a member of Pentagon, but he's also produced tons of songs not only for Pentagon and other idols, but for previous Mnet survival shows like Produce 101. But as we already know, besides being a great producer, Hui is an amazing singer and every group needs a strong main vocalist. I also want to say, I've seen some people joking and complaining about Hui's age since he's a 93 liner and much older than some of the other contestants, but to be honest, I think that's a bit silly. As K-pop fans, we need to let go of this ageism thing. I'd rather have more idols with fully developed prefrontal cortexes, individuals who have had the ability to experience life and build the mental and emotional stability that's needed to become an idol, over continuing to debut teenagers that may or may not be ready for the industry yet. You don't suddenly become untalented and irrelevant once you hit 25, guys. So anyways, although you could say Hui might have an unfair advantage since he has a lot of experience, I think he would bring a lot to the future group and help lay the foundation for a good discography as well. I'm not sure how this would affect Pentagon since allegedly Boys Planet is not going to be a temporary group like previous Mnet shows, but a permanent group with a 7-year contract, but we'll just have to wait and see what details Mnet reveals and finalizes in the future. So if you stand Pentagon, if you're a universe, or you're rooting for Hui, let me know in the comments.
건배하자. 사랑해.
Okay, so I know I said earlier that I'm not really ranking my top 10, but Kim Ji-woong is currently my number 1. Funnily enough, I came across Kim Ji-woong last year when I watched the web drama The Sweet Blood, and I loved his role in that drama. He's also starred in BLs like The Kissable Lips and Roommates of Pungduk 304. I had no idea that Ji-woong was not only a model and actor, but was also formerly an idol. I only found that out recently when I heard he was on Boys Planet, and looked into him a bit more since he was a familiar face. Apparently, he debuted in a group called INX, which disbanded only a year after their debut in 2017. And then in 2019, Ji-woong was a part of a pre-debut group called 18, which never ended up debuting. He later pursued modeling and acting, so Boys Planet is like another chance for him to pursue being an idol. So first of all, let's be real. This guy is a visual. I mean, he's drop dead gorgeous. Secondly, I was honestly shocked that he's such a great dancer and performer because like I said, I had no idea he was an idol prior to checking out his Boys Planet content. I also really liked how he played into the vampire role during his 1-minute audition because to me this was definitely like a shout out to his fans since he's played a couple of vampire roles in his acting career. So yeah, once February 2nd rolls around, I'm gonna be the most annoying Kim Ji-woong stan ever. I've already started brainwashing people in my Discord server to stan him, so if you're rooting for Ji-woong too, let me know in the comments. Y'all, we have to debut this furry. I'm just kidding. Not gonna lie though, at first when I watched Dong-yeol's audition where he started off in that tiger suit, I was like, okay, Dong-yeol, you are so unserious. Like, I low-key had flashbacks to Sungwan's audition, but once Dong-yeol started performing Criminal, I was like, okay, I'm very impressed. I'm a ssocial entertainment, and I really loved his cover of Criminal. I think he did a great job. So I looked him up and apparently he's a member of top media boy group called Uptension, in which his stage name is Xiao. I looked up one of his Uptension fan cams and I was like, okay, I need this man in this lineup. He's stunning, he has an extremely pretty voice, and he's such a great dancer and performer, like he owns the stage. So I'm sold. Let's debut Dong-yeol.
Young and rich, tall and handsome. I'm Charisma Boss, Baby Ricky.
Oh, she's taking it.
When I laid eyes on Ricky, I was like, okay, this kid has to make it. He has a great face and was practically dripping with charisma during his audition. On top of that, he did a cover of 2PM's My House, which was like the icing on the cake for me as a second gen K-pop stan. Like 2PM was my first K-pop concert ever, so yeah, this struck a little bit too close to home for me. Ricky has taste and his voice is really nice too. I don't know how to explain this really, but to me, Ricky is one of those people that you can just look at and you're like, yeah, they were meant to be famous. He just has a certain star power about him that is undeniable in my opinion, and if you watch his fan cam, you'll see that the star power translates on stage as well. So to wrap it up, Ricky loves pizza, wants to take us shopping, and stans 2PM. What else do you need to know? Let's debut Ricky. So Ricky stans, I want to see your thoughts in the comments. One of my server members, MK, hey MK, actually mentioned Shin Hao, so I went looking for his content on YouTube. When I saw his Here I Am fan cam, I was gagged. I was gagged, guys. Like, I was struck by what a beautiful dancer he is. His lines are very tight and clean, but he comes across so graceful and elegant while also being extremely expressive. He's just amazing to watch and seems like a very confident dancer who has a lot of control over his body. This also translated over to his 1-minute audition where he did some very smooth, elegant choreo with a rose in his mouth. How charming can you be? He also very much gives off Prince-like vibes, and I adore that. I knew immediately that I wanted to root for him, and he's also a 95 liner, which makes him one of the older trainees. So yeah, right now, besides Ji-woong, I think Shin Hao is one of my most liked trainees. So if you're also rooting for this prince, let me know in the comments.
As a robotic alien idol, I really need your help.
Out of everyone, I think I found Christian's audition to be the most unique. He had a whole storyline going on where he was a robotic alien idol asking for the fans' love and support so that he could succeed and perform. Very big brain of him. I also loved how he flexed that he's multilingual and his confidence really came through during his audition. I also checked out his Here I Am fan cam. He's a great dancer and I think he would make a great center along with Shin Hao. In 2021, Christian actually participated in the Chinese survival show Youth with You 3. So yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Christian, and if you are too, let me know in the comments.
코로나 마스크인 상태로도 뚫고 나오는 발성 이것 또한 내 장점 보이스 플랜을 나가 감 잡아.
So Mr. Choi Ji-ho surprised me because he showed up with an entire DJ booth, pretty much showcasing something different from the other trainees. I was also once again gagged by his rapping. I was gagged. I loved his rap tone and I thought his flow was very effortless and flawless. I'm one of those people who thinks having a rapper in every K-pop group isn't necessary, although that is a trend now. But I think if a group does have a rapper, they should be a very good, solid one, and to me, that's Choi Ji-ho. He's also an FNC Entertainment trainee, home to groups like P1 Harmony and SF9. In his intro, apparently he said he's an all-rounder who's good at singing, rapping, and dancing, and I checked out his fan cam and I thought his execution of the Here I Am choreo was great, so I'd also love to hear some of his singing. But yeah, I think Ji-ho has a lot of potential, so I'm rooting for him, and if you are too, let me know in the comments.
10초 남았습니다.
There aren't subtitles on the audition videos yet, so I have no clue what Woongi was saying in this video, but to be honest, he was so slayful, so I'm okay with that. I loved his energy immediately, and I actually came across him because one of my friends sent me a TikTok of him that pretty much went viral. Woongi is a former member of boy group TO1. He left the group in early 2022. I looked into him a bit, and I found a video of TO1 covering Next Level at KCON, as well as some of his TO1 fan cams, and I loved his energy on stage, and I think he's an amazing performer. I also love the way he covers girl group songs. I'm not sure why he left TO1, but debuting in the Boys Planet group would definitely give him another chance at the idol life. So if you're rooting for Cha Woongi, or if you followed him when he was in TO1, let me know in the comments. Alright, so that's it for my top 10. Like I said before, this was not easy to do because there are so many talented idols in this lineup. I'm so excited for the show's premiere. And of course, once the show airs officially next month, and I see more content with the idols showcasing their skills, my top 10 is definitely subject to change. So like I mentioned before, drop your top 10, top 11, just your top picks in the comments. Let me know what you think about the contestants so far, and feel free to share any predictions that you might have. Also, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe because I have so much more Boys Planet content coming. Also, I would definitely recommend that you join my Discord server. We have a thread dedicated to talking about Boys Planet together, and it's also just a great safe space to talk to other fans about K-pop. So yeah, definitely check it out. We have over 2,000 members. The link will be in the pinned comment. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.